Shay family, this is Armand Rose, always trying to bring you guys the truth. First thing first, man, y'all know I do this because I love y'all, sending y'all positive energy, positive vibes. I hope y'all have a great weekend. So I wanted to do another video and talk about health. And I don't understand how y'all continuously keep believing in these lying ass doctors. Now, I want to talk about one topic. I want to focus on that, how these doctors be lying to y'all. And when a brother be trying to tell y'all and educate y'all on some shit, y'all always say, well, what's your degree? Well, what's your this? Well, what's your that? Well, where did you go to school at? Listen, man, we are indoctrinated into somebody else's culture, someone else's system that is not built for us. It's not designed or created for us. Okay? First thing first, it's not. So we're going to talk about diabetes. And for and how do you tell if you're diabetic? And I'm pretty sure anybody on here that's diabetic, anybody on here that watch this and you want to challenge this, I know you don't want to look it up. You can call your diabetic uncle. You can call your diabetic mama. You can call your diabetic auntie and say, hey, how do they test this? Well, it's all about your hemoglobin. And we're not going to say hemoglobin anymore. We're going to say A1C levels. Okay? So let me give you the information and let me expose the lie within the information. Does that make sense? So a normal A1C levels is below 5.7. Pre-diabetic is 5.7 to 6.4. When you're diabetic, you are 6.5 or above. Listen to me. Normal, below 5.7. Pre-diabetic is 5.7 to 6.4. It's not that much. It's not that big of a difference. Diabetes, your A1C levels are at a 6.5% or above. So they say normal is below 5.7. Now, didn't take me long to do the research. I already knew all this shit, but didn't take me long to do the research. Pulled up a few things. So you basically have 0.8% difference in normal, pre, and diabetic. 5.7 to 6.5. That's not even a full point. That's 0.8% difference. That's 0.8% difference from average, from supposedly normal to you being diabetic. It's not even a point difference. So where's the lie, Elwin? The lie is even if you're under, your A1C levels is too high. Even if you're under, your A1C levels is too high. How can you? So let's just say, let me prove the point to you guys. Let's just say that being diabetic, and I'm gotta take all these medicines, I gotta do all this other bullshit. My A1C level is 6.5, right? They're gonna put me in all this other stuff. They're gonna give me all these medications. But let's just say I'm 1 point below that, which would be a 5.5. That is 1 point below 6.5. My AC levels is 5.5. Family, that is too high. Now, it says the average normal AC levels is 5.7. I just gave you 5.5. If my A1C levels is 5.5, it is too high. What they tell you what normal is actually not normal. You're walking around here 1 point away from ultimately dying, being sick for the rest of your life, being on pills and medication for the rest of your life. How can you have that close? You don't even have a big gap to say, oh well, I got a few points before I'm too high. I can try to change this, which you can try to change this. You can change it. I'm gonna give that to you at the end, but I want to show you how these people lie to you. Now, the 5.7 is actually 2.2% higher than what your A1C levels should be. Check this out. 7.8, which we know is you're diabetic. 7.8 is twice as high. Listen to what they said. Is twice as high as your A1C levels should be. So 7.8 is twice as high as your A1 levels should be. So let me see this. So if I do my A1C levels and I say, and it comes back 7.8 and they say you're diabetic and they say, hey man, well, your levels is twice as high. So if my levels is twice as high, divide 7.8 in half. You get 3.9. 3.9 is where your A1C level should be. So now somebody is giving me some information that ain't wrong, even though it does say your A1C level should be below 5.7, but they say 5.7 is normal. No, this just said it's twice as high. So 5.7 is right there. It's too high. You walking around 5.7, you don't have to have the medication, but your blood pressure, I mean your A1C levels is too high. I don't understand how you don't see it. Once again, if the A1C levels were 1%, then you have a medium range from 2% to 5%. You're in this warning area. Then 5 and higher, you're actually diabetic. No, it is 5. They measure it at 5.7. Normal below 5.7. So 5.6 is no. So 5 below 5.7 is normal. So 5.6 is normal. No, it's too high. It's way too high because right in the same, you guys can look it up in the same information. If you look up, a person asks about 7.8, they give you an example. That's twice as high. So wait a minute, 7.8 twice as high. That's a 3.9. If I'm at walking around at a 3.9, that's where I should be, right? A 3.9 or below. But you're already walking around with all this sugar, all this stuff in your system at a high rate of what you eat. Now, how do you combat this, Edwin? How do you? Okay, so you're telling me the doctors are lying. You're telling me that I shouldn't believe the doctor. No, you believe whoever you want to believe. You believe whoever you want to believe. But this is what I don't like. I'm gonna tell you what I don't like before I give you the truth on how to fix your problem. Stop being combative when somebody is doing something for you. I'm doing this shit for free. Your doctor is charging you a fee. He's charging you an office visit, and he's going to prescribe you medication that you got to go and pay for and be on for the rest of your life because you know what you won't do. And they try to allude to it. You won't change the way you eat. You're eating too much refined sugar. Don't sit up here. I hate some motherfuckers when they try to talk about, being vegan or, eating more fruits and vegetables. Well, fruits have sugar in it. Listen, family, we are not talking about sugar found in foods naturally. We're talking about you drinking a soda pop, you drinking orange juice, you drinking uh just anything with sugar in it. You eating cereal in the morning, slacking it down with milk. All this stuff is going to affect your A1C levels. It's going to affect your sugar levels. It is. And that's how you got in the situation. So you want to get out the situation? Just take the information and run with it. Try. I've told people, go get your A1C levels checked. And you can do it. You can go back and get it checked in another month. But in that month, make it closer to, if you're not going to do it for an entire month, if you're going to fast and eat just fruit and vegetables for 2 weeks, do it at the tail end. Okay. Fast a little bit, do your little increments. And at the tail end, nothing but fruit. Flush your system one time, nothing but fruit. Go get your levels checked again. See if I'm lying. You know what's amazing with me or to me? That, yes, I studied another man's work. Yes, it made sense to me. Yes, I partook in the journey and I see the changes. You guys have seen the changes. But you know what's amazing to me? Like Dr. Sabi saved hundreds of people's lives. Not I mean, it wasn't no crazy thousands and millions of people. No. He saves hundreds of people's lives, and these people will not get up and speak for this brother. They will not put their face on this whatever and speak up for this brother. See, it's one thing to say, it's one thing for me to get up here and say, hey man, I did this and I did that, and I have no proof. But it's another thing to have all these people that you actually helped and they won't say one word about what's going on because they don't want you to know, family. This is all this is all disguised and covered up and manipulated to fool you. To fool you that you're walking around with normal levels of anything that they talk about. The last video I talked about with you walking around with normal levels is your pH balance. That is not normal. That is not normal. So you got these conscious, ignorant people that will sit up here and argue with me that your fluids being acidic enough to bleach underwear is normal. That's just asinine in itself. But I want you guys to understand that these people that you guys trust when it comes to health, once again, you break your leg, go to the doctor. You got, you know, arthritis and you need surgery, you need your skull got fractured, go to the doctor. You need glasses, go to the doctor. But when it comes to this health thing, I want you guys to start listening and looking for alternative ways, natural ways, organic ways to help and improve your lifestyle. That's it, family. That's it. That's all you got to do. And for any other issues that you're having, whatever issue you're having, do the 2 week challenge. I've been posting a 2 week challenge for over 5 years now. Fast, eat nothing but fruit, and then go take whatever test that you took and see if it didn't change. It ain't gonna stay the same. It's impossible. And this is why I know people don't do it because I've had people say, "Well, I just did it and ain't nothing changed because you didn't do it. You was eating McDonald's. If you do that, if you do that in the beginning, let's just say you're 300 pounds in the beginning. And this is your everyday walk around weight, right? You've been at 300 pounds for the last 10 years, right? You've been eating garbage, you've been doing your thing, and you weigh 300 pounds. In that first week, you might lose 20 pounds if you stick to it. So these people that get on here and lie, oh, I did it, and I was sick, and I was this, and I was that. Now, being sick, they're not lying. Now, getting on here and saying you did it for 2 weeks and you still 300 pounds, you're lying. You know why you sick? Because you're an addict. You know why people talk about, I tried to fast and I got lightheaded? Because you're a drug addict. You're addicted to what you've been eating. You're addicted. Sugar is 8 times more addictive than cocaine. Look it up. I post the information up here all the time for you guys. Listen, listen. Take that wax out your fucking ear. Sugar is 8 times, 6 to 8 times more addictive than cocaine. White sugar. When you buy in the bag, you buy in the grocery store, it's not natural. They gotta bleach it, they gotta process it, they gotta cook it. That sugar is 6 to 8 times more addictive than cocaine. You know why you're having headaches? You know why your stomach is cramping? You know why? Because you're going through withdrawal, fool. That's why you're going through withdrawal. Your body is like, oh, I need my coffee. I need my Coca-Cola. Oh, what are you doing to me? You're going to have it. You're going to go through it. It used to puzzle me too. Like, why do people say that? Then I had to realize that we are accidental addicts. We think we're eating healthy. We think we're doing the right thing, and we're not. We're consuming way too much processed, refined bullshit. That's why you have the shakes. That's why you fucking your stomach feel like it's trying to reach through your back. That's why you have all these things. So I'm gonna fast for 2 days today. So I'm gonna go get me some water. My cheat is the little cracker things. I get these, they're not crackers, the granola bars. So if I get hungry, I eat a granola bar or an apple. But right now I'm good. I'm not oh, about to die. I'm good. But you guys got to realize that everything that we thought we knew about certain things is a lie. They've been lying to us. So I want you guys to understand. You get, once again, this is documented on their diabetic page. All the information is right there. You guys can look at it. Family, even if the normal rate that they tell you is okay, your A1C levels are too high. 7.8 is twice as high as what it says normal, but they just said normal is right below 5.7, so 5.6 is normal. How can it be? How can 5.6 be normal? It can't be normal. You can't go from here like, hey man, the pressure is gonna build up, it's gonna blow, and then drop it right here and be like, oh, that's normal. It has to come down to here and be like, hey man, we're operating right here. This is our normal levels. But it's just like your car overheating. Your car overheating, when you turn your car on, that gauge goes up, the temperature gauge goes right there. Just a little bit. Because it's going to get, it's going to move. It's going to get warm. But from here to here, it's high. As soon as you see it move out of that area, you're like, oh shit, what's wrong? You don't wait till your car gets right here. Nah, shit is about to happen bad. And then when you see it, what do? Cut that motherfucker off quickly. But we don't think about our body as a machine. We don't think about that. We don't think that, hey man, we're walking around 5.7, anything below 5.7. This is 5.7. Anything below 5.7 is normal. So 5.6 is normal. No, it's not. It's too high. Let's go drop it down to 5. You're still running high. Well, let's drop it down to 4. You're averaging, but you shouldn't be this high still. Let's drop it down to the 3s and the 2s. Okay, that now we're operating in a good level. If we want to make sense of this thing, right? We want to keep making sense of this, right? We want to keep using logic, right? Now this is a good level I want to operate in, because once I get here, I'm pushing the button. Once I get halfway, I'm too high. I'm too high right now. So anything here and above, you're operating too high. I don't understand how it doesn't make sense to you guys. So once again, family, I don't care if you've been diabetic for 30 years. Go eat some fruit, fast for 2 weeks, eat some fruit, go to your doctor and tell them, say, hey man, I just wanted to I want you to take my blood right now. Because I'm finna go get me a Big Mac and some steak and some chicken and some fettuccine and all this other bullshit. Because I've been starving myself and I'm losing my mind because my body is craving. That's why you're addicted. Your body is addicted to the bullshit. It's not your fault. We didn't know. We didn't know. I'm not mad at you. You didn't know. But when somebody like me brings you information, oh, you ain't got no doctor's coat. You ain't got, man, I've been studying this shit for the last 10, 15 years. Sorry. You're not going to discredit me when I'm not the one sick. I was told the same thing you guys were told. I was told all the shit that you guys were told, man. You might want to lose some weight. Well, fuck, I can't lose weight, man. It's hard. Man, and then here's the thing: you get told you got to lose weight, then you make all the excuses. Oh man, I ain't gonna stop eating meat. Man, shit, I love meat. Man, I can't stop eating no fried chicken. I love me some fried chicken. You love that food. You listen to the addict talking. You love this food so much that you don't want to be here for your children, your grandchildren, your wife. Because a lot of you guys, I'm 50. A lot of you guys are younger than me, and you're diabetic. And if you have a bad splurge, you could be dead. If you need surgery, you could die on the operating table. I had a close friend, wouldn't take care of his feet, went in for surgery, passed away on the table. What you gonna do? You wanna eat to live, or you wanna live to eat? Stop living to eat and eat to live. That's the concept that I want you guys to take away from this. Is like, what are we doing to our bodies, and what are we putting in our bodies to change what we need to change. And I promise you, if I'm talking to diabetes, to high blood pressure, to whatever medical ailment you have when it comes to our health, change the way you eat, you'll see an improvement. Hey man, I do this because I love y'all. Hotel.